cameras, they sit over there. All right. Shit.
Berry, cherry, limeade. 15%. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Every sip is 15%.
No matter what, everything else.
So you got headphones right there if you like.
Okay, cool.
You don't have to wear them.
No, I'll wear them. Makes you look cooler, if anything.
So actually, how do you pronounce your artist name?
Yeah, a lot of people get it mixed up. It's funny, dude. It's Louie Loowa.
Louie Loowa.
Louie Loowa.
Okay, I thought it was Louie Lua.
Louie Loowa, dude. I was on like a, not more so a podcast. It's kind of like a show. They have like segments.
Bring it closer.
So they have like a bunch of segments and
There
stuff.
you go. Uh-huh. Yeah, you could fix it if you want. You can actually pick it up and move it in towards you if you like. Yeah, there you
like
go.
This?
Yeah, make it as easy as possible. No. Just like pick it up
just
and
like
move
this?
it towards you. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There you
that
go.
should be good.
Whichever it's comfortable.
Shit, what was I saying?
Your name?
Louie Lua.
Louie Lua.
Oh, yeah. So it wasn't like a podcast, more so a show in Mexicali. And it was, it's like segments. So they have like their artist thing. They have like a skit. They have like these guys talk about like random events and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And the guy presented me as Louie, Iowa.
Oh, he thought it was. Is it like?
It's an L. No, it's an L.
It's an L, right?
Yeah,
Was it a lowercase
know.
or something?
No, it's Loowa. I have no idea how Iowa came about.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Louie,
that's
Iowa.
gotta be, bro. That's gotta be the worst. Like when people announce
Yeah.
you and like, I mean, obviously you have a stage name, so like. That's a little bit different because people have to read that and be like, okay, well, how does he perceive this name? Opposed to like, us just with like when we would do stand up and like our normal names. Oh, you already started?
I'm starting, bro.
All right, fuck it, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Slobs on the Pod. I'm your host, Jordan.
There we go.
I don't really have nails, so when I use my nails to open stuff like this,
right
I feel like I'm gonna rip my fucking whole nail
Really?
off.
You need collagen, dude.
Collagen.
High school was the highest form of education I could
Are you
get.
guys nail biters? Do you guys bite your nails? Really?
yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Nail biter, pillow biter.
No, never me.
Yes, I'll say. I guess we should have chugged it home.
I assumed we were.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sip on something like that. No, thank you. All right.
Oh no!
This episode's brought to you by Buzzball.
Brought to you by Buzzball.
This is just like if. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be unappreciative, but I'm going to tear it apart. This is like
It's its first time, by the way. It's a
This is my first. This is my first
There you go,
Buzzball. That tastes like a Jello shot before it becomes Jello, and you just drank like 6 of them. Because the whole point,
that's actually
the whole point of a Jello shot is you swallow it so you don't taste that. But this was like, no. What if you could taste every bit of a Jello shot?
There's nothing wonderful about the taste. For
Yeah.
sure.
Are you guys? I actually like them. I think they're
Like
really
you could
good.
sip that,
Yeah.
bro.
I was just being basic. I was like, either I bring beer, I bring a bottle of tequila. That's too much.
You did both. I mean, you brought
brought some beer,
and then
brought
you
some beer.
brought some
I
Buzzballs.
do have a complaint about the design.
No, go ahead. Yes, you can't get it all out.
Can't get it all out.
Yeah.
You got to literally go full. There you go, baby.
There you go. Nice.
And guys, that's my
That's
chode
not-
host, Amila Shaya.
Hi.
And you know what? I'm gonna do this intro for you.
There you go.
And I'm gonna announce it now. I use ChatGPT. I don't know. You have so much. It's cool because you have so much music and stuff that I pretty much just screenshot your Apple profile.
Okay.
Which we can get into because I know you said they got some stuff wrong, then we can maybe go through that and see what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I just screenshot your Apple profile.
Mm-hmm.
On Apple Music and just sent it to ChatGPT and I was like, write me an intro for this
that's
guy.
sick.
So do you want to hear what they came up with?
That's sick.
All
You
right.
know what's funny? I did that one time too. I was just fucking with ChatGPT and I was like, hey, go and describe me who Louie Lua is, what kind of music he makes, what has he done recently, and it gave me like a whole biography and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool. It brought up pictures of like back in like 2017, 2018. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild what ChatGPT will like in a matter of seconds. They like search the whole internet of like your name, every
It's
type
insane.
of
I
thing
use
you've
it for
ever came
everything,
up.
bro.
Oh, dude,
I use it
do
for
too.
everything and anything.
I do too, but like I've talked about it. Like I don't use it to the point where I like use artwork from it and stuff. If anything, I
Okay.
just get inspiration from it.
Yep,
I
absolutely.
use it as
Absolutely.
like as a girl would use Pinterest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You search up like ideas of stuff, and then it's like, I like that idea, but let me switch it up in like my own thing.
Exactly.
So like a lot of these topics, I chat GPT them, and then I'm like, all right, well let me reword them a little. Like that's kind of a little too computery.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me make it into my word. But
And the thing is too, the more that you talk to it, the more
Yes.
that it starts
It knows where
it knows who you are, how you talk. So if you start telling it, hey, start talking a little more like me, start talking a little more like this. You can be as specific as you want. So it's mind blowing.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
It's fucking crazy.
So this is what they came up with. They actually have two, but I'm going to read you just one of them.
All right, let's go.
All right. Louie Loowa is a rising artist making waves in the Latin urban and reggaeton scene with his raw emotion, melodic flow, and storytelling style.
Okay.
Known for blending smooth vocals with infectious beats, Louie has built a loyal following through singles like Buena Vida, Que se va a hacer, and Ahora. His latest release, Quisiera, continues to showcase his ability to channel deep feelings into catchy, replay-worthy tracks with a knack for creating music that resonates on both the dance floor and in personal moments. Louie Loowa is quickly proving himself as an artist to watch. So, guys, today we have Louie Loowa. Doesn't that sound dope?
Much better described than I could. I would just be like, hey, I make reggaeton music. My name is Louie
I promise
Loowa.
you, if you put me in there, it wouldn't have half the shit.
Emil's a stay-at-home dad.
Emil did get a parking ticket once.
Oh, shit.
He's going to read the whole court case and everything.
Yeah, all the bad stuff.
Yeah. He has gained and lost over 12,000 pounds in the last 20 years.
He fluctuates in weight.
Fluctuates in weight all the time.
But yeah, everybody, welcome Louie Loowa.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Brother, I want to say, first off, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Secondly, I think it's dope that someone of your, the fact that you're an artist, you're out there and stuff, and he actually messaged me and he was like, bro, I'd be down to be, not that I'm trying to out you.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
you're
trying to
good,
say
you're
like
good.
he's the one that wanted to be on here. Obviously, I've been wanting you on, but it's really nice when I get approval from the
Absolutely, bro.
person.
And
The
I love
person
the show.
I want on is like, hey, if you ever want to guest, like, I'd love to be on. I'm like, dude, yes. Like, I've been wanting to
That'd
get
be
you
sick.
on. I don't know how to approach you with it. So the
Yeah,
fact that you approached me, like, hey, if you ever need someone, like, I'd love to be on. I'd be like, yes, thank you, perfect. Yeah. He reached out to me, and I was like, I'd love this. Yeah. And if you guys are wondering, if you guys watched last week's episode,
That shit was funny.
Louie is not in any relation to Brian. I know they look almost identical, but they are not. Believe it
I
or
wouldn't
not.
say identical, but
A lot of people say it.
But
I mean,
like,
now
for sure, if you guys were
If someone said, yeah.
cousins, I wouldn't
Deny it.
at all deny it. Like our moms or sisters, I wouldn't at
shout
all
out to
deny
homie
it.
Brian. Sheesh.
But also, I'll say this. So obviously, Emil, he's an older gentleman, so he doesn't have TikTok. He also doesn't have the time for it.
Okay.
He's a busy man,
Okay, better man than me.
I'm also afraid of China.
Better man than me. Okay.
I'm afraid of
Me too.
China. I don't want China to have my data because people
Are we
my
posting
age.
this? Are we posting this on TikTok or what?
What? The episode?
Yeah.
He put stuff on TikTok.
I do.
Yeah.
I clip it up.
Yeah. I'm just.
Why you act like you brand new?
Yeah, I'm just playing.
No, but so after he had messaged me and was like, bro, I'd love to be on, I was like, hell yeah. I'm not going to lie. It's really hard to kind of tell who these guests we're going to have on, how they're going to react, how they're going to fit in with the podcast.
Right.
And it's more just like keeping the flow of a conversation. So you started getting on live. I don't know if you just started, but I caught you on live on TikTok.
Yep.
And I would hop on every now and then. And bro, you had, and no disrespect, you'd only have like 3 or 5 people, maybe viewing your live. But bro, the fact that you were all by yourself and you're able to keep a conversation by yourself, and you were just bringing up stuff, and you were just like, oh fuck it, let's talk about this one.
Yep.
And I was like, bro, this guy's perfect. Like he only by himself, he's got conversations going on. So like, if we threw him on the podcast, if we get to a point where we're like stumped, he could be like, bro, I got a question.
Yep.
Which I'm hoping you have some questions for us, because
Oh, I got you.
I'd
the
argue.
last guys were fucking losers. Bro.
I'd argue that
All 3 of
having.
them.
I know that's you.
Yeah, shit. I was just gonna say, I would argue that like having a lower number of people and keeping them engaged like that is
Yes.
harder. If you're like a
yeah, absolutely.
a big
Absolutely.
a big time fucker with like 1 million followers, you take a shit and like 200,000 people will watch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you got like 5-10 people sticking around, you're doing something.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
like
exactly.
because that number is very easy to just be like, oh my bad, I didn't mean to click on this.
And what I think is really tough too, for example, like, and I do this all the time too. I'm pretty sure we all do this. We're going on TikTok. When you see a live that only has 2-3 people, 9 out of 10 times, maybe 10 out of 10 times, you keep going, right?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to do is whenever someone does see me, let's say, because I'm barely starting off. I did TikTok like a year ago, and it was. I feel like the algorithm was much better then, because I would have 20, 30 people all at once, and now it's like I feel like the algorithm just got a little harder. But I still think that TikTok is the best app to blow up on, it's just a little harder now.
Yeah.
Right. If I would have done the things that I was doing, 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, maybe I could have blown up with one of the videos, one of the simple bullshit dancing videos that I have now. Right. But what I was trying to get at, threw my train of thought off. What was I saying?
You good? TikTok, trying to get people engaged.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit harder.
So when you have 2 or 3 people and someone else hops on, you got to be super, super entertaining. Right.
Every like second someone you see like a new person hops on, you have to like kind of like restart the show.
Exactly.
Try to get them into whatever you did
Catch
in the
them
beginning.
up.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right now, what I'm trying to do is build up a legitimate audience. So when people do come on, if there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, I got to be entertaining enough to have them be part of those 5 or 10, duplicate those 5, 10, 15, 20. So then when another person comes on, this fool has 20 people on, 30 people on, 40 people on, 50, 100, 200.
Yeah.
It's a little more attracting, right? So right now I feel like I'm in the stage where I'm building up a legitimate audience, a legitimate community in order to be able to attract more people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Because right now it's a little tough, but at the end of the day, I mean, I still think that TikTok is the best app over Instagram, over fucking Snapchat, X, as far as like blowing up. It's just you got to stay consistent. I mean, you've seen Dapper. He's had videos that have gone viral. You've seen Brian. You've seen Alan. It's just consistency. Obviously, it's not about just posting a bullshit video every single day. Obviously, you got to put work into it and shit like that. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, have you seen like people like I don't know why?
Grab a beer ski.
Oh, grab one, please.
There's an opener on the side right there. I don't know where the zipper there it is. In the back on the.
You guys want one?
I'm good.
I'm good right now. Thank you. Yeah. I guess we should.
Are they twist or you got to pry them?
Are they twist? What is that?
Really?
What is that?
No, they're not twist. There's an opener.
No,
right there.
don't do that.
Hanging off.
Don't do that.
Hanging off the right side of the cooler.
Alon does that.
It's like tucked in. There you go.
Brian's brother does that shit.
Yeah, that shit. I don't like
with the teeth thing.
Don't do it.
Does that? Okay, so like, let me ask you guys real quick. Like,
I've been doing the teeth thing for a long time,
bro. Does it not?
I only do it maybe once or twice a year, and that's it. That's it. Maybe once or twice a year.
You're like, I already hit my quota for this year, so I'm not gonna do it today.
I did do it. I did feel something. I was just like, oh shit.
I did feel something.
I was like, my tooth a little loose.
Yeah.
Maybe
Bro,
it's just me.
Going back to what you were saying about earlier when we started about nail biting, I'm a nail biter. I'm getting better. I'll go like a couple weeks where I don't, and I have to actually clip them, and it feels weird, whatever. But I constantly bite on this left side, and my like canine teeth on this left side is a little bit flatter than the right side. The right side's a little bit sharper because I'm constantly like biting.
Oh, your tooth.
Yes.
You're kind of like sharpening it.
Well, no.
Is that a disorder?
No. The left side where I'm biting my nail is flattening my my canine tooth. The right side, because I don't bite like this. I bite like
Canine
this.
tooth. You're talking about the vampire tooth.
The vampire teeth.
Tooth.
Yeah,
Okay.
canine teeth. Yeah. I say I don't know. I say canine teeth.
I imagine
you know what I
canine
meant with
longer
I did.
You know what I meant. Yeah. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm the dumb one here.
No, you're sorry. You're good.
If you guys say like certain terms that are very popular and I don't get it, it's me. It's
bro, I legit got a DM where someone was like, "Bro, you're kind of rude to the guests." I'm like,
hey, dude, you're a
mean
fucking
to.
asshole, bro.
Yeah,
it's that kind of podcast.
I want bro, the way I feel it. I feel is I don't know. I don't know if it's like a Mexican thing, but I've always heard.
If I don't like you, I won't fuck with you.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Damn.
If you're not roasting that person, then you don't care about them. If you get invited to like a party and no one's talking shit about you, no one cares about you.
I got something to say about carrilla and making fun of people.
Wait. What's the Spanish word you just said?
Carrilla.
What's that mean?
Carrilla. When you get someone carrilla, it's kind of like giving them shit, making fun of them. Like when someone says I want the carrilla, it's like.
I want the shit. I want.
No. Aguanta. It's kind of like hold it in. Like aguanta. Like hold it in.
Okay.
Like hold it in. Like fuck. I'm like spacing out. So just like take it. It's like take it. Don't pause. Right. Just like take it. Just like take it. Don't be a little bitch. Carrilla is just like making fun of someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Aguanta carrilla. Be able to take the shit.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
But I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
About people
roasting people.
People. I was gonna say something about roasting people.
Yeah. So if like someone's making fun of you or doing that, like it's like a form of like they love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
they care about you. They're making a point to say something about you.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And to add to that, it's funny because in high school, by the time I was in high school, I had already got. Not more so made fun of in a bad way, like bullied. But my dad and my brothers and my cousins were super carrilleros. they talk shit, make fun of you, but at the end of the day, it was more sort of strengthen you, make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a little bitch, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How old is your dad?
My dad's 60. My dad's 60. So I have my stepdad, and then I have my dad. Right now, I was talking about my stepdad. Yeah, he's 60. But yeah, when I was a little kid.
So he's old school enough.
Old school enough. Yeah. Like,
would you say like machismo type shit? Like manly, like talking shit.
Yeah,
to you?
manly talking shit. Don't be a little girl.
Yeah.
My dad was very, very, very hardworking man. Very, very hands on. So when I was like in 3rd and 4th grade, we would wake up in the summer and go over to his shop. But he had a shop back in the day. Back in the day, it was called Brothers Inc. And we would wake up at 5 a.m, get in his truck, and we would go and work in the shop. Obviously, we would do little kid stuff, sweep, go hand me this, go pick up this and that. And while we were doing that, they would give us carrilla. They'd be like, hey, go hurry up. Why are you taking so long? Get up, stand up straight, shit like that, right? So by the time I was in high school, I knew how to take shit. I knew how to talk shit and take it, right?
Yes.
But when I started meeting other friends, started having, conversations, shooting the shit, I started noticing that there was some people that don't know how to take the shit. Like, they'll talk shit, but then when you talk shit to them, they don't take it the same way. So it's funny how you see that growing up. Like, for instance, like me, I know how to talk shit. I know how to, I know how to take it, right?
Yeah.
So it's funny when I meet other people, even when I'm as an adult, in the job world, you make they make a joke and you make a joke back, and they don't take it the same way. So that's when you kind of start realizing, like, okay, they probably didn't grow up the same way that I did. And when you're Mexican, most Mexicans are like that, dude. Like, you meet someone's grandpa, you meet someone's uncle, they're shit talkers, bro. That's just the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just what it is. So.
But obviously, so you know that Emil's not Mexican, right?
I'm not gonna judge, bro, because I get age wrong, I get nationality wrong sometimes, gender.
No.
They them, right? Sorry, I'm not trying to offend nobody.
No.
Yeah.
But so like obviously Emil's not Mexican, so like Emil, hearing that, like your side of where you
what are you, if I may ask?
Well, so
Assyrian.
Sorry.
Okay.
Assyrian. Yeah. So my parents are from Iran.
Okay.
Middle
But
East?
they're
Is that Middle East?
Okay. It's the Middle East, but they're Christians. So like they're a non-Muslim group, and historically, like, they are the ones that get oppressed in those areas and stuff and pushed out. So like there's no Assyria anymore. That's like an ancient it's in the Bible. It's like a Babylon, Assyria the empire fell, and so now they've scattered, right? It's like they were in Iran, Iraq, they're all still there, Syria, Turkey, Chicago,
Chicago,
LA, Canada, Australia, they're all over the fucking place. So like for me, I was born in LA. I moved here when I was like 5, 6.
Okay.
Arizona, Yuma.
Yuma.
Okay, so you've been here.
Yeah,
life. Okay.
And I lived here from like 89 to 99, and then we moved back to LA when 99 was my freshman year.
Okay.
And then I've been back and forth, bro. And then when my dad retired, he brought us back here just because it was more affordable. So all my I have like lifelong friends in LA still from when I was like born to teenager. Like we linked back up, But here is where like I came up with my friends from here.
Okay.
And they were a majority Mexican. So like I would have never been funny and like wanted to do comedy if I didn't grow up with Mexicans in Yuma.
That's cool.
Because 100%. And like I'm not saying like your version of that. Say it again. The shit.
Carriero.
Okay. So your version of that, I'm not saying it doesn't suck. But like my version, like in 1992, my version of that was like I wore a tank top, and that whole summer they just called me tetas, and because they could see my little tits on the side, and they were like, "Bro, you got tits, dog." Yeah. And it was just like all summer, and I was like, "All right." And finally, it made me cry, and then I thought, you know what? Like if these guys see me cry, maybe they'll be like, "Oh fuck, we better back off." And
they went harder.
No, for a second they did.
Tetas llorón.
They
fucking maricona.
Crybaby.
Yeah.
Crybaby with titties.
They stopped long enough for me to stop crying, and then they made fun of me having salt on my cheeks. They were just like, "Oh, the dried up tears left salt on your cheeks," and they were just like,
"Aww." So let me ask you this: so obviously, coming from a Mexican background like that, where they just shit on you and you're supposed to accept it, and the more they shit on you, watch your foot.
Sorry. Did I unplug it?
You're good. Oh, did it disconnect? I think it did.
This is an everyday occurrence, guys. So
okay, no worries. Sorry.
Oh no, you did unplug. You did unplug.
Is this one right?
Yeah, that one with your cords right there. Follow you between your legs, Louie. Between your legs. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We should probably I don't know, guys. If you guys are like audio engineers, and you better.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Is it back? Is it back? All right, now it's back. There we go. Cool.
Yeah, we got
back in action, baby.
We
Let's
got
go.
some janky shit.
Nope.
Hey, bro, you could take. Look, I'm from Soma, bro. I'm from Soma, Somerton, Fresno Street, and you could take AZ, baby. Someone gang.
Oh,
bro.
Somerton. Yeah.
Somerton AZ.
Yeah. I was thinking sandwich.
Yeah.
Did you break it?
Did I break it?
Is it? Can you not hear it in your?
It. I think
can.
it just. Yeah. You're just gonna have to leave it like that. Yeah.
Just lay it down. See what
hold
happens.
it.
Lay it down. See what happens.
There we go. Oh, we're good. We're good. If it does, it is
There
good.
it goes.
Okay.
Is
We're
it
good.
going in and out?
Yeah,
It
it's
goes
going
in and out. Yeah,
I'm
it's going
sorry,
in and
guys.
out.
It's okay.
You're good. Let's see.
This is terrible.
Are we good? We're good.
Probably not.
It just has to stay up.
Here, I'll just hold it.
Are you sure?
No, don't hold it. No. Yeah, just hang it. It's like back. Louie, you're younger, so you probably don't remember. But remember Emil back in the day when you would you'd have janky headphones and you have to wrap around your.
We good. Nope.
No.
I'm just raw dogging it. I'm going no headphones.
Fuck it. Let's go. No headphones.
No headphones. All right. Fucking
Yeah.
headphones. All right. We'll go no headphones.
You know what's funny is when it sounds crazy. Now.
What?
No, whenever I edit the podcast,
Uh-huh.
I can hear our voice clearly, and obviously I know that I'm whatever the audio is recording. I just have to overlap it with the actual live audio,
Oh, okay,
so it's
okay.
way better, obviously, because it's coming through the headphones.
Right.
So I'm that's what we hear on the headphones. But whenever I'm I can imagine recording a podcast where you don't have headphones,
Yeah.
and now we're doing this, and I'm oh, okay, yeah, it's not. It's not
I
too
actually
bad.
like it. I mean, either way, it sounds cool having the headphones on, but
It's like having a normal conversation now.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now it feels weird. Now it feels like we're just talking.
Nah, I'm just adjusting now.
with a penis mic in front of
Yeah.
our
And I
face.
got all my head sweat from my fucking buzz ball coming out of my pores.
Oh,
Fucking,
it's
you got
all-
you-
fucking blue
Yeah,
sweat coming out and
yeah.
shit.
no one would have noticed until you pointed it out.
Oh,
You don't
God.
have sweat beads. You're good. You're
No,
good.
we're still
God.
gonna sound good though for the whole day because I know. Remember Brian? I was watching the episode. I know Brian. You'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bri-
get the
Brian was
microphone.
like, funny thing about that.
Yeah,
Instead of being like, let me talk. He'd be like, you know what? I got something to say. about
Brian be
that.
like, bro, he's like, bro, I got
I
this
love you,
crazy
Brian. I love
story.
you,
He's
Brian.
like, one time.
Yeah.
It's like,
you know,
To be
actually-
fair, he was holding it, and when
Yes,
you're
yes.
new to it and you're holding it, it is like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
This is
Not
not a
natural,
normal thing,
right.
Yeah,
You drinking scotch, dude?
that's
no, I'm drinking. I'm actually drinking.
Scotch, no ice,
just
straight
10
yeah.
ounces of scotch.
So I'll say this. So I've
like,
seen
damn, dude.
I've seen other people's podcasts, and I think it looks raunchy and kind of ghetto. You know, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that means. But
Me either.
the fact
it
that
didn't
someone,
work there though.
the fact that someone's drinking out of a beer can or a tall boy, it looks kind of not good.
You know, it looks bad.
I
was
think
low key
so.
about to bring us each a 40.
Well, no. So
Oh, I would have gone.
You'd have been good.
you would have left. Emil's I would have been
I
out.
would've
Oh, you would have drank it. Or you would have been the gone.
Oh, of course you would.
Oh, you would have. Okay.
I love Emil.
would've.
I love Emil because I'm not gonna say he's all talk because clearly he's done things to lose weight and stuff and stop drinking and stop nicotine, all this stuff. So he's done it. But I love that at points where he's just kind of I'm at the fuck it whatever. I don't plan on drinking, but if you present it to me, then I'll do it. If you were to bring 40s, he definitely would have been all right. Well,
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
wasn't planning
Yeah.
on drinking until later or not at all. But
Not at all. I'm
down though. He's always down.
To be
is what I'm
honest,
saying.
I told myself I wasn't gonna drink for a long time.
I had watched
But-
the episode when you
Yeah.
were. I think there's been a couple of
But,
episodes actually,
but
but
I
it
appreciate
was.
that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We appreciate that. By the
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
For me, it was, and then I got back on drinking because I told myself I was going to go to June, because I was
I did see
traveling. I traveled. I did all my drinking. I came back, and I kind of like.
You thought you get it out of you? Out of your
Yeah, I
system?
thought I got it out of my
Trip
system.
one?
I didn't, and I didn't
Like,
like.
I gotta keep drinking.
I didn't go full bender like spiral, but I was drinking too much.
Yeah.
And so I told myself like just stop completely for a while, and so it's been. It hasn't been that long. It's been 1 week.
Okay, there you go. I mean, 1 week
It
is
does,
1 week.
it
Baby.
does feel like that.
1
though.
week is 1
After
week. I
a
mean,
week,
there's been weeks where I find myself, bro, unfortunately, right, where I'm like, fuck. I was like, I've drank every single day of this week, and it's not like, oh, I'm drinking every single day to get drunk or get fucked up, but it's just like, during the week you go out to drink. You go out for lunch. You're like, oh, it's happy hour.
Yeah.
$4 beer. Fuck it. You know what I'm
it.
saying? You'll have a beer there. That's already you drank that day. You already drank that day, right? So then the next
That's
day,
where it gets slippery,
Yep,
though, because then you're like right now I go, well, I fucking drank. I'm gonna pour myself a whiskey now.
Yes.
Because I'm drinking now.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
Louie did that.
There you go.
Louie broke a meal
There we
sobriety.
go.
Hell yeah.
What,
Fuck
what
yeah.
did you say? You're like in a way. I know I'd feel like a piece of shit, but I'd be glad that I was that piece of shit that made you break your sobriety. What did you say? You said something along the lines of that. Yeah.
Like obviously, if you're trying to be sober, that's awesome. That's dope.
Yeah.
But if you were to break that sobriety, I'm glad that I was the one that kind of broke it for you. It's just like a little thing to myself.
I just like with drinking. So like smoking. I also haven't smoked in a minute, right? Weed.
Yes.
A week,
and
okay.
I used to like when I was younger, I would smoke super tough. It didn't bother. Not like there was no limit, right? As I got older, I was like the limit crept in, and then now that I'm 41, the limit's gotten much lower. You know what I mean? So smoking got to the point where I was like, it's just like it's not relaxing me at all
It's
like
not,
it used to.
It's not the same anymore.
Like because when I smoked, I like to smoke. I like to roll something and just smoke it. But like I can't anymore. So then I was like, all right, I'll just pack the tiniest bowl. And then it just got to the point where it was like,
it's like, why am I doing it?
Why am I doing it?
Why am I doing it?
Yeah. But with drinking, it's I don't really have that like that. What is the point of this? Because even one drink to me is enjoyable. One beer, like when someone offers me like, "Hey, you want to smoke with us?" It doesn't do the same for me as like, "Hey, bro, you want a beer?" Because if you offer me a beer or a shot, we're about to fucking talk shit, have fun, laugh. If I take even one hit and it goes the wrong way, now that I'm older and can't handle
awkward,
I ruin the fucking
brain
the
fried,
hang.
quiet. There's times where I've been like that too, and I think at the end of the day too, there's a lot of factors to it. I think your tolerance. How long have you been smoking? Did you smoke that day? Things like that do take into. You have to take those things into account, and then also the strain. Like sativa, hybrid, indica. It's crazy, bro. I've been smoking my whole life, and right now I'm kind of like on a break where I'm not smoking. But what I was trying to get at is that I smoked all of high school, bro, since I was a freshman to senior or whatever.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, freshman to senior, And when I moved over to Phoenix in like 2016, I started going to dispensaries because they started opening up dispensaries or whatever, right? And I remember they would ask me, "Oh, do you want a sativa, hybrid, or indica?" And I think it was even a little before that too. When I moved over to Phoenix, I think I had a dealer, and he would be like, "I have this. This is sativa. This is indica. This is whatever." And I'd be like, "What's the difference?" And then he'd be like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And I'd be like, "I don't like. What's the difference between a sativa and indica? I'm from Yuma. Like when we buy weed, like
just buy weed.
Yeah, this is your weed. They don't tell you this is an indica.
It all came from the same tire.
Yeah, exactly. It's like from the same. It's all the same shit, dude. And so they're like, no, an indica is like kind of in the couch. It's gonna make you a little more. Yeah, it's gonna make you a little more tired,
in the couch,
a little more
in the
chill.
bed.
Yeah.
I think about that. Yeah.
Sativa is gonna make your brain, run a little more. It's gonna make you a little more talkative, right? A little more creative. And I was like, damn, I've been smoking for 4 or 5 years. Never had heard of that.
Damn.
Never. Even my brother too. I've been smoking forever. My homies. I never remember any of my homies being like, "Hey, we're about to smoke an indica tonight. We're about to smoke a sativa." Like, me, it was just, it was all, I'm gonna get high and that's it. I'm gonna smoke weed.
Well, it's like if you guys ever seen the movie Grandma's Boy, when Homeboy
I've
goes.
seen it, but I've never sat down and fully watched it. I think I've always watched like little clips here and there.
favorite.
Really?
It's one of my top 5.
Grandma's Boy?
For sure.
Okay.
But what I was saying was there's a scene where he goes to get weed from his dealer,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, he's like, you want this, the Frankenstein, and
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
this. He's like, it's gonna make you do this. He's like, bro, I just want weed. I just want to get high. And honestly, that's how I've always felt.
Yeah.
But I was introduced to weed way
Yeah.
later. I
Yeah.
never smoked weed growing up.
Oh, really? You're one
yeah.
of those guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you smoke weed now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
all
Okay,
the
cool.
time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, way more than alcohol, if anything. Yeah, I love weed.
Cool.
I heart
That's
weed.
awesome.
I need a I heart weed shirt. But
That's awesome. I know a lot of people like that didn't smoke, never touched weed, and then they smoke weed outside of high school, outside of college, and I'm just like, damn, you missed out. I'm glad you're smoking now, but damn, it would have been cool if you were smoking like when we were in high school.
yeah, and I'm very fascinated with how, like, when I was in high school, how weed was distributed, how it was like, how do you find a plug? You're just like, hey, you want?
It's crazy, bro.
You know anyone that's got a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the secret code. So my whole thing was, like I said, in school I never smoked weed. Got out, I joined the military. Obviously, I was in.
Thank you for service, bro.
Thank you.
Were you in the military too?
Not even.
I was like, you guys
for a
met in
minute.
the military. No, I'm just kidding.
Emil's like,
shit.
I'm the opposite of.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
He's like, I just assumed-
wait. You think I used
Well,
to?
you think that
I
I
used to
might
be
have
able to
surfed?
do a pull up? Damn, that's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Never done one.
But so once I got out, I had this like thing where I was like, oh shit, I could do whatever I want. Like when I was in, obviously I couldn't do drugs and stuff. We were getting drug tested.
Yeah.
And once I got out, at the time it had just slowly started becoming like legal. Like I was stationed in
Yeah.
Colorado, and I remember when it first became legal in
When
Colorado.
people just had their medical cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember like the first time I saw there was a gas station I used to go to, and like 2 years later, before I was about to leave Colorado, it turned into a dispensary / gas
Okay.
station.
That's
like,
cool.
yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And that's when I started like seeing the green crosses everywhere.
Yep, the green-
And
the
so
green
then
crosses, that's right.
I got out. And first thing I did, I was like, I want to smoke weed. Like I could do whatever I want, you know. And at the time, obviously, yes, if you were looking for a job, you'd still get drug tested.
Yep.
But I was like, fuck it. Like I feel like I did my time, like being strict and like
Yeah. It
you
was
know,
time to wild out a little
keep-
bit.
yes,
it's time to
exactly.
wild out just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
and I
a
was
little
like,
bit.
let me smoke some weed. I was like, I'll find a job that
Yeah.
will if I have to, I'll be clean for 30 days. Maybe have to use some fake piss.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
I'll
We've all
go
been
through
there.
that
We've all
process.
been there. Yeah, we all been there.
That's the biggest fucking kicker in it is like that weed is the most mellow drug you can do, and it lingers so much longer than some fucking
Like Coke.
coke.
Some
You
wild
You could
shit.
smoke meth and fucking.
It's like out of your system
They
like
won't
7
know
days.
a week later. They won't know that you were doing it.
Coke in 3 days they won't know.
Bro,
But
Coke's
you
big in
fucking-
the military for that reason.
You take 2 bong rips and watch a movie with your friends.
Oh,
you
dude.
can't
You're
apply-
fucked for 2
you can't
months.
apply
I know,
for
90
shit.
day, 90 day, and again, it all depends on who you are too.
Your
know,
body
your
fat,
body size,
all this shit.
your
Yeah,
exercise, all that bullshit, how much water you drink. So
Yeah.
the less healthier you are, basically, the longer it's gonna take for you to detox. it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might take me the 60 days.
Wait, let me
No,
ask
but there's times where I remember I remember in high school, bro. I got caught smoking weed or whatever, so my parents moved me to San Luis. I went to San Luis High School like my whole sophomore year.
wait, you got caught in school and your parents were like, fuck, we're going to move you somewhere else?
we're gonna move you. They're like, yeah, we're gonna
Like
move
if
you.
there's not weed over there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing was, me and my brother, like my brother is still my right hand man. But me and him in high school, we were always involved in some bullshit. If I was getting in trouble, he had something to do with it. If vice versa.
And he's your older brother.
And he's my older brother. He was
Okay.
2 years older. So when I was a sophomore, he was a senior.
Oh, that's
and yeah, I mean, we got caught up my sophomore year. My mom went through his backpack, found the whole smoking kit, the eye drops, the lighter, the little pipe, the weed, the grinder. It was like the whole kit.
You can't explain anything at that point.
My brother's like, I'm holding it for someone,
But what's funny though?
and I'm like telling a different story too. It's just like, which story is it?
The only thing missing was the video of him being like, I smoke weed.
Yeah.
And this is how I do it.
Yeah.
What's funny is with all that stuff, like you mentioned, like a pipe and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day when I used to go into like smoke shops in like San Diego to look at like, you know, cool fucking posters that were neon and shit. I would see like at the time they were just regular like weed pipes, but I saw them as like, oh, that's how they smoke meth. So like,
Oh, really?
I can only imagine your mom probably saw that stuff and she was like, I see the weed and stuff. She's like, but what's this crack pipe? Like
the thing
because it
about-
looks like it. You know what I'm saying? Like you like what is it? I mean I've never done it, but like I've seen like when people smoke crack, it looks like a light
It's like
bulb
a
at
spoon.
the end.
It's like a
and they
spoon
heat it up.
bulb. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Bro, similar to like a little bowl of like a little pipe of like weed.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
thing. It's
It
a
look-
little
yeah,
bowl
yeah.
at the end, and
yeah, you can mix it up, like,
Yeah.
especially if you don't know what it is, yeah, right? And I mean, I think just back in the day, at least when I was smoking weed in high school as a kid, parents saw it as a gateway drug. Like, oh, if my son smokes weed, he's gonna end up being a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was just my mom's way of thinking, just based off things that happened in her life.
Yeah.
So she thought,
she saw,
she thought, oh, he's smoking weed, he's gonna end up, doing something later on. And thank God, fucking 10 years later, I'm still good, right? But yeah, people perceive weed differently now. My mom has nothing against weed. My stepdad at the time fucking thought it was super bad too. Doesn't care about it either. I mean, it's a whole different world now. It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
to think about it, fucking in high school, like, it's just crazy, bro. Just to go from high school having to fucking hide weed and shit like that, smoking from a pipe. Now kids are in high school, they got vape pens, they can be getting high in class without no one knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish, I wish there was vapes when I was in high school. I wouldn't have to ditch.
Me too.
I probably would have saved. I probably would have saved ditching so many times to go smoke and shit. I'm like, oh, I don't gotta ditch school. I
just take a
got
few
weed
hits from a
here.
pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm ditching, it's just because I don't want to be in school.
I'll be
no
good
more,
for this
right?
period. Yeah.
I have knee pain now because I ditched to get high.
So
like
many
sophomore year.
All those times you fucking jumped the wall and fucking landed on your
I
from
was
the
the last
impact.
one going over the fence, and the security guard came, and everyone was like, "Yeah!"
He's like, "Hurry up!"
And I
Hurry up! They're pulling him up.
and I fell from the top of the fence and landed with my foot on the side, and I just heard like a.
And he kept running. It's just like one of those, like kind of like in a scary movie.
Adrenaline,
kind of one of those scary movies where like your leg's broken and he's still running. But it's like,
And then we just went to this dude's house, lit up, and just iced my knee. And because I lived like 40 minutes away from the school, they took me back, and I got on the bus limping.
oh god!
And then my dad was waiting for me back in North Hollywood at the bus stop. And he was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "PE, man. We were playing basketball. I landed wrong.
All
It was
high.
crazy."
all high and shit, bro. Yeah.
High as
Hey, he's
shit.
like high as fuck. He's like, yeah.
Sports.
He's like,
Hey,
I'm
your dad's
fucking
like,
me,
what,
Dad.
your dad's like, what's wrong with you? You're like, fucking sports, dad. Fucking
Yeah.
school. Life. I don't fucking know.
that was the year 2000.
Let me
What a
ask
time to be alive, huh?
Let me ask you guys this. Obviously, you guys have been smoking weed longer than I have.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had to use fake piss to get a job? Has that ever been a thing for you guys? I've always been intrigued by that.
Not fake piss, but like
Or not fake piss, I'm sorry, but like someone else's clean piss. Have you ever had to sneak it into like a piss test?
I got a job one time. I 100% was gonna fail, and I needed a job, and so I panicked, and like I wasn't gonna find fake piss or take someone else's piss or do any of that.
Yeah, I go hit up a kid's school.
But like this was maybe like 06, 07. And so my buddy was like, I did this a couple of years ago and it worked.
Yeah.
I think it should
Yeah.
still work. And I was like, what? He's like, you go to a grocery store and you go to like where the jars are, and next to it they have this stuff called fruit pectin, and you mix that fruit pectin with like fruit, like
There's like a remedy.
well, it's what gels together like strawberries and makes strawberry jam. He goes, but it's like an extreme diuretic. So if you took that fruit pectin and you just dumped it in water, stirred it, and chugged it, you'd flush, you'd piss.
You just constantly
everything.
pee, constantly.
You're
Yeah.
He goes, so what you do is
Just shitting your brains out, dude.
he goes, so what you do is like an hour before your test, you go, you get that, you sit in the parking lot of Fry's, you chug it, and then what you want to do is you want to take at least one or two pisses before. He goes
clear that out.
He goes
Yeah.
to clear it out. He goes, but you want your like third
I
piss
just remember-
to be the test because you don't want the piss to be too clear. So of course,
Oh yeah.
I went way too early. I took a
Memory
bunch
unlocked,
of
by the way.
pisses,
Memory unlocked.
and then my whole jar was just, it looked like a jar of water.
Oh yeah.
And the guy was like, "This is a very diluted sample."
yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's my," because this was maybe like January or February. I go, "Yeah, man, it's my New Year's resolution to drink more water. I'm already a gallon in." And he was like, "Okay, yeah."
He's like,
They know.
He's like, sure, fucker.
Yeah, they know.
Hey, okay, let me tell you this before I forget. Did you guys ever take those pills that made you like piss orange?
No.
You remember that?
Oh,
vitamin
B?
I had totally forgotten. No,
One
not
of my
vitamin B.
one of my brothers.
That guy did tell me that too.
I had totally forgot that I had
One
done
of my
that.
brothers
Just you
did that.
telling that story unlocked the memory in my head. Yeah, I remember this one time. There was these pills that you would buy like at Walmart or wherever, and they make you piss orange.
Were they meant for something else?
They're meant to I think something else.
It's B vitamins.
Is it?
B vitamins will make your piss fluorescent.
It was like orange, almost red, almost like orange. Yeah. So when you're looking at
like a glow stick,
yeah, you're looking at you're like
bitch.
oh shit, yeah. I remember, yeah. So it basically detoxes you. I've never taken a piss test where I use fake piss. Most of the time. Just straight. There was one time though. Remember I told you that I got my parents made me move to San Luis or whatever. Whenever I would come and visit back up like every other weekend, because it was Yuma. I was living in San Luis at my grandma's house. My mom's still living in Yuma. My whole family still live in Yuma. I'm just the only one that's in San Luis, Arizona. So on the weekends, every other weekend, sometimes I would come back up, chill with the family, right? And in those times, my dad would drug test me. And,
shit.
Yeah, he would drug test me. Yeah, and he would be right there by the door, and so. There was no way that I could get away with it. Like my dad was like super, like he was watching me right there, you know. And so I remember I did it a couple times, clean, and I was just like, oh, I'm fucking clean, like I'm good. I earned my dad's trust back or whatever. And I remember, I'm back.
I can start smoking again.
Yeah, exactly.
The things you go to.
Yeah. So I started smoking again or whatever, and I was like, oh, he's not gonna test me again. One day I can't remember what happened, but he's like, all right, I'm gonna test you, whatever. Test me, and I remember on the thing it said positive. I remember I looked at it and I was like, oh, here it comes. I like did the test, whatever, and I gave it to him, and he was like, oh, okay, you're good. He read it wrong in his head. He read it. Yeah, he read it wrong.
Positive.
Yeah. So he read it wrong in his head. He's like, oh, okay, you're good.
He's positively
And
not smoking weed.
So me, I go in the room and I told my brother, I'm like, yo, he just fucking read it wrong. Like I was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but we're good.
Yeah.
And so I remember something else happened. He's like, all right, I'm gonna test you again. Test me, and then finally he like reads it right, and he's like, oh, he's like, you came out dirty last time. He's like,
this is the same sign as last time.
Yeah, it's the same time as last time. He's like, you were actually dirty last time, huh? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, is that what it said? You know, just being stupid or whatever, right? But I remember, I've never had fake piss. You know, in fact, my ex, she had to do like a fucking take a piss for a job or whatever. And I remember I helped her out. We went to a smoke shop or whatever, and we got fake piss. She like fucking taped it onto her leg. Yeah. And fucking, well, I don't know how it was, but yeah.
I heard,
and then passed the test.
I heard that's the main thing too, is like the temperature type thing. Like if you are gonna use fake piss,
it has to be a little warm.
You got to keep it like under your nutsack or like on your thigh, somewhere where like the most body temperature like is gonna radiate, which is obviously your penis area.
If you think about it, I don't know if that's necessarily true, because they don't test it right then and there. They take it to a lab. So by the time they go,
you think it cools down?
Yeah, because it goes to a lab. And I doubt the lab is like right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was 30 minutes, 15 minutes, then it's going to cool down. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you're right. Yeah.
They take it to a lab to get tested. So I'm assuming by the time it gets to the lab, room temperature.
Because a nurse or doctor, they can grab it and be like, damn, this shit's kind of... It's obviously not warm. Yeah. But they're not like the final say in like if this guy's pissing hot or not.
Exactly.
So yeah, because that's what my thing is.
We need to ask someone in the industry.
I know, yeah. Right. I know.
Let's get a guest. Anyone in the industry that wants to answer that question for us, yeah.
I'm starting to get to a point where I want to ask people these questions, like people that have been nurses, we can ask them, doctors, or even like
that would be sick.
Law enforcement. Because there's questions where I'm like, is this true? If I do this, will I get in trouble? You know, type things. But I know, like, obviously, whether they're in or not, they don't want to obviously share those secrets. Yeah. But I'm like, bro, at least like call in. We could do anonymous. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not gonna do the whole fucking day. What is it? What's the show where they catch predators? How to catch predators? I'm not gonna change the voice to make them be all robotic. So I'm like, fuck it. Like if someone's listening, they're gonna be like, oh, that's Louie. You know, they're not. Yeah. But at least I'm not gonna put their face on camera. So like we can call them or something. But I do want to start doing that where we just call people in. Maybe we don't have to have them in for like a full guest.
You guys should have a little segment where you guys call people in. That would be.
We want to.
Yeah, do it.
I'm trying to get that. I mean,
do it, bro.
Last episode, I'm sure you know about Lil Tay.
Yeah,
you know
the 18. I
introduced.
Like, I saw that. You guys are talking about it. She was
I introduced her to him.
She's like, I'm 18 and I've made this much. She's like, if you have a 9 to 5, you're a loser. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm a loser. I'm a fucking loser, bro.
I sent it to Emil, and Emil was like, all right, good job, Lil Tay.
Hey, crazy how she fucking went off the web for how many years, comes back, gets rich. Must be nice, huh?
That's what I was telling you.
Must be nice just to come back on the web and fucking, you know what? I'm going to become a millionaire. Fuck it.
It's such a dark fucking...
That
she was on the internet as a child, came back the moment she became an adult. Did some
she came back, I want to say 2 years, so she was probably like 16, It wasn't.
she did come back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
She came back probably 16. I want to say like this.
But
this
she was like
17th year.
How old was she when she popped off? Like 8, 9?
She probably like less than 10,
Oh,
probably like around 10 years old.
maybe like
11,
10.
maybe 11.
Yeah, maybe
And then
double
she looked.
digits.
She didn't even
double
look like a
digits.
teenager, but
As
she
like
looked
a young
yeah.
teenager, she went away for a
Not
few
even a
years?
young teenager. She was a little girl, like
Okay.
a little girl before a teenager, and
She
then she
went
came
away.
out.
She went
yeah,
away for like a year,
16, older
and then
teenager.
you would randomly see videos, like I said, where she's like obviously in the like something happened where she's in the hospital or something, and it was just
Is that what it was? I mean, but the thing
Yeah.
is, you never know what it. I mean, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to those kind of details. But
I just don't believe anything she said.
you can't believe everything that you read on the internet, bro. It could have been something serious, or it could have been like she's just taking a break and doesn't want to be involved in social media, and then out of nowhere she's like, "Hey, the bills are getting high. Let's get back into it." You know what I'm saying? We're $1 million in debt. The only way we're gonna get the only way we're getting out of fucking $1 million debt is
If we feed to the pedophiles, because that's what it is, bro. When someone clearly releases, they wait till they're 18. They're like, I'm gonna drop my OnlyFans in like 5 days
That's sad,
after
bro.
I turn
That's
18. You know that 85% of your clientele are people that were just, when you were younger, they were like, oh, this girl's going to be something when she, they were those weirdos. So, when all these millions, this million that she made in the first drop, in the first 3 hours, whatever, they're just pedophiles that have been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Now they're like, publicly, I can be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm finally I can finally be like, yeah, I'm waiting for this.
See, now that's the thing too. Sometimes when I read things like that, I'm like, did she really make $1 million? Like someone educate me and verify that that's real. It's just like so much bullshit on the internet. But it's mind blowing, bro. It's sad.
Even if she made $5, there's one creep out there that's waiting for this person to turn 18 and be like, all right, cool. Now I can publicly view this and be totally fine with it.
It's crazy how there's so many like infamous people out there. I mean, I feel like half of celebrities are infamous. They're I mean, OnlyFans girls. I mean, I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to fucking.
Are you in a relationship currently?
No, I'm a single man. Está soltero, está de moda. Hey, yeah, estoy de soltero. I'm single. Yeah, bro, just chilling.
How,
I was in a 6-year relationship for. I was in a relationship for 6 years, and for the past maybe like over a year, almost 2 years, I've just been chilling, bro.
Hell yeah, that's good.
Just been chilling.
How old are you?
29.
29.
I'm 29.
Would you have guessed that?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you told me your age, but I would have thought maybe
96,
23.
baby. 96, baby.
96. Good year. Fine year.
96, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know it's crazy, bro,
69
because
is better. Sorry.
like for like the past 5 years, it's crazy. Like getting
Cut to a mill?
Yeah, it's crazy. For the past 5 years, bro, I've seen people. I've met people, and I'm like, oh, you're the same age as me. They're like, no, I'm 20. Like I'm 29 now. And they're like, oh, no, I'm 24, 25. I'm like, oh, fuck, I thought you were my age. Or there's people older than me. I've just always been very bad at, like, calculating people's age. But it's crazy. Now at 29, I can tell who's 24, who's 23, who's
For
26,
sure.
27.
Really?
But
Yeah.
as a 24-year-old, I would get everything confused. I would think people are the same age as me. I think they were older. But it's kind of like sad now. I'm like looking down. I'm like, oh, yeah, you look 24, 25.
Yeah.
You look like you're 18. You look like you're 19. Back in the day, I'd guess I'd be like, oh, you're probably my age, somewhere around there.
For me, as long as you were born before 9/11, I'll give you a chance.
All right, there we go.
I'll see.
9/11.
I'll see what kind of person you are.
Crazy.
If you were born after 9/11, I'm not. I've made up my mind.
9/11 was
We're not going to have anything to talk.
2001?
We're not gonna have anything in common.
01, yeah.
Oh, and yeah.
Like Speed, bro. I think he's born 2004.
Speed?
Speed, the streamer. Do you know who Speed is?
Oh.
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah, I'm not hanging out.
He's one of the
with that.
biggest streamers in the world. Like probably next to Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
And bro's like not even 21. I think he's 20 years old, bro, and a millionaire, bro. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I think about that. I'm a big baseball fan, obviously.
Yeah, me too. I grew up playing baseball. I played for Cibola and everything too.
Yeah,
so.
okay. So like whenever I see there's MLB players that, they're like 20 years old, 21 years old. I'm like, bro.
Have you seen that video
What?
of that guy where he's watching TV or whatever, and he's like, oh yeah, this fucking all-star football player just fucking broke the record at 23 years old. He's like, and the guy's like, he's 23 years old. He's like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm 25 years old.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well,
And on the TV they start talking about him like, oh yeah, 23-year-old.
How much
broke
he's
the record.
accomplished at such
Just
a young
yeah,
age.
yeah. And then he's like, but we have Ben over here at 25 years old, hasn't made shit, is still sitting at home. He's like, and then he's like, what did he say? Something along the lines of like, and he has like a gambling addiction or something like that. It's like, no, he's like, it's not a gambling addiction, it's sports betting. It's kind of like a stocks. So some shit like that. He's trying to like argue his point that he's like, no, gambling, it's not gambling. It's kind of like stocks and shit. But to get to your point, it's just like, yeah, you watch these fucking guys 22, 23, and you're like, dude, this guy's 6'5", 230 pounds. I'm 29, 165 pounds. Like, what the fuck, dude?
My thing is like they've done so much in such a short amount of time, and here I am at 31, 32, and I'm like, fuck, like look where I'm at.
Right.
Like I can only imagine being that age and with that amount of money. That access to women, that access to
it's a whole different life,
the cameras, the everything. It's like fuck. Well, I mean, with you, I mean, you're 29, but so we can get into your music career now.
Yeah.
How early did you start music?
So one way or another, bro, I've always been involved with music since a little kid, dude. And I tell this story all the time, dude. When I was like fucking 4 or 5 years old, my mom would fucking slick my hair back. She would put like a little bow tie, not a bow tie, but like a tie on me. She would give me like a comb or whatever. I would jump on the bed and I would start singing, her fucking songs of Luis Miguel back in the day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when my little sister was a baby and they would carry her in the little car seat thing or whatever. When she was on the couch, I'd fucking just like rock her, like sing to her and shit like that. So I always knew that there was something. I was always attracted to music. That there was always like a connection and shit. And I was always singing here and there. My mom would always like have her own CDs, burn CDs, right? You burn a CD, put as many songs you want there. And I remember I'd be like, oh no, put this song on, put this song on, put this song on. So I was always connected to it. And then when I was like, I was in 4th grade, so I was like maybe like 10 years old, right? Somewhere around there, maybe less, 9 years old. I entered the talent show with two other classmates, and we sang a Mexican song. It's called "Sabes a Chocolate" by Cumbia King. Sabes a Chocolate. So it's a cover. There's an old band back in the day by the name of Menudo.
Yes.
They made that song, and then Cumbia Kings made it their own version.
Fun fact, real quick.
Cover.
Menudo was their like music. What is it called? Like the person in charge of like their finances and stuff. Mm-hmm. He was the Menendez brothers. You guys heard about that case?
Oh, are you serious?
Their dad was the Menudo's manager or something.
Oh,
and like
shit.
a few of the kids, because they were kids at the time when they were performing, 1 or 2 of them were sexually assaulted by the dad.
The Menudo guys.
So that's why whenever the Menendez case came out, like the Menendez brothers, if you guys don't know, they killed their dad because he was molesting them and all this stuff. And the mom was like not cool with it, but she was just kind of like turning a blind eye towards it. Yeah. And she was like, this is your father or whatever. And so that case came out when the Menendez brothers case came out. Some of the guys from Menudo were like, yeah, he was our manager. Like he was this way. So yeah. But going back, so
gosh, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean,
so you guys got a talent show?
Yeah, we went into the talent show.
What grade was this?
This was in 4th grade. Yeah,
oh shit.
Yeah, this was in 4th grade.
So you were never shy to like the stage or the limelight, or
no, bro, no. It's always. I mean, you get those, kind of like those
pre-show nerves.
Pre-show nerves, yeah, but I've never been to the point where like, oh, it's time for you to go up. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go. Like, yeah, I get a little nervous, but it's not to the nervous where I'm like, I'm not gonna do it, right? I love being in front of people. I love performing in front of people. I love entertaining people, right, with my music, my singing. So yeah, dude, we won 1st place. Fucking, we killed it. I remember it was cool because at first I was gonna do like a solo thing by myself. I was gonna sing fucking "Run It" by Chris Brown. By Chris Brown.
Okay, that's very opposite.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. Yeah, I was gonna do
by
that
yourself.
By myself. I was gonna do that. And then my homies were like, hey, like, do you think we can be in it? Or I can't remember how it went about. But I was like, you know what? If we're all going to do it, let's not do that. Let's do like a band kind of song. I was like, I have a song in mind. So I remember my mom took me to JCPenney fucking that week. I bought her some camo shorts. I bought her some white tee with like green on it. I bought her some bandanas to match our cargo camo shorts. But yeah, dude, I was always like motivated. I was always motivated fucking to be involved in music. And so we won 1st place there. I got like a lot of confidence from winning the talent show. So from there, I just try to stay connected with the music, bro, one way or another, whether if it's, singing at family parties or if it's, performing here at this thing, I was always involved with it one way or another, but it didn't become, or at least start becoming like real for me until I was like 18. But let me rewind back a little bit. When I was 16, I started listening to beats. So I would go on YouTube and I would listen to, hip hop beats, and me and my homies, we would get together in a circle and we'd smoke, and they would freestyle, and they were actually good at it.
In Spanish or English?
English. Okay. English. And I would just kind of sit there and be like, oh, I wish I could fucking freestyle. So when I was by myself, I would listen to beats and I would just freestyle. I would just freestyle by myself until the point where I came back to my homie, that homie's house that we would smoke at, and we would freestyle. I came back to that homie's crib knowing how to freestyle. Not knowing how to freestyle, but just a little just a little better than I was before. And so when I came back, he's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "You practice your shit, like you're good, bro." I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." So from there, I got more confidence and listened to beats, had songs written in my notes. Never like went to a studio and actually recorded them until I was 18. When I was 18, I had a bunch of songs written, and I was just like, "Fuck, dude! Like I want to put something out." I had a homie that I work with at Dillard's in the shoe department, and I remember we'd go in the shoe department and fucking we'd just be in the back in the stock room, and I'd be like, "Oh, listen to this beat, I'm gonna rap it to you real quick." And I remember I showed him my first song. He's like, "Dude, you need to record that." He's like, "I have like a mic and laptop in my crib." He's like, "I've made music before. Let me record you. Let's go record your first song."
Oh shit!
And so from there, I remember a week later we went to his house, fucking in his kitchen table right there on his laptop. Fucking, I remember we downloaded GarageBand. GarageBand is like a free software. You can record music and stuff.
That's what I've used before. Yeah.
So yeah, we went on there. Yeah. So we went on there. I recorded my first song, Ass. Obviously, it's my first song, Super Ass. But that's how I came about. So I recorded my first song, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I need to get better.
Wait, real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
This first song was your own lyrics.
Own lyrics. Every single song that I've written has always been my lyrics. The beats are where either I made the beat or I had someone else make the beat.
I got you.
But everything else is me. So from the artwork to the songwriting to the promoting to social media managing, everything's on me. But so I had all these songs written, right? And then I was like, you know what? I want to be able to record in the comfort of my own home and be able to mix and master my own music. Because I actually I enjoy going on the computer and editing my own voice and, you know, fixing it up and mixing it. So I remember I fucking bought a MacBook Air, fucking bought a cheap mic. I fucking bought fucking a little stand, opened up my closet, and I remember I would be in there for like 4 days straight, all day, bro. Just recording, just going on YouTube. How do I sound like this? How do I make my auto-tune better? How do I fuck with my reverb? How do I do this and that? And until finally where I got it down, bro, and I started showing people my music, and they'd be like, "How long have you been mixing?" And I'd be like, "Oh, like 2 months." And they'd be like, "Bro, like this is really good." And I'm like, I've only been I've been in my closet for the past 2 months, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, but I mean, long story short, fast forward 18, started dropping music on SoundCloud, started dropping music everywhere, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, and it's been a journey, bro. So I've been making music for about 10 years now, you know, making music, making videos, trying to connect with other artists, opening up for this artist here and there. So it's been a journey, bro. But I always tell people, like, I don't do it like because I want to become famous. Like, yeah, obviously one day, like I want to be signed to a label and making my full-time job, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't just wake up one day and just be like, oh, I want to become a rapper. I want to make reggaeton music and stuff like that. It's always been a part of me. And if you truly know me, you know that already, right? So, but that's pretty much it right there, bro. Been making music for about 10 years since I was 18. Well, now 11 because I'm 29.
Damn. And so I've always been interested about this because obviously like Apple Music's a big thing, Spotify's a big thing. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but like it is somewhat as simple as like if you have something that you want to post on there, there's a process to get on there, but it is very possible for pretty much anyone
and everyone
to go on.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be just Drake. You don't have to have like some license or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works for music, but like for podcasts, like when I first started the podcasting, my goal was like, well, I want to be on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
That's where I listen to all mine. So I want to be on there. Obviously Spotify and stuff. So it was like you had to copy and paste your URL and shit and like your CC whatever code, all this bullshit so you can share your audio and stuff. But like for you, like obviously you have Apple Music, which I'm on. I have Spotify. I don't have like a subscription, but I have used it.
Yeah.
But so what's the process of like getting on Apple Music?
It's actually,
is it very simple?
It's very, very easy. First and foremost, I mean, once you have the audio file, so once you've gone to the studio, you created your song, whatever. Once you have the audio file, it's literally just as easy as going to a distributor, and there's hundreds and thousands of distributors out there. I go through DistroKid. You can go through there's a bunch of them out there. I can't name some off the top of my head because I'm spacing out, but I go through DistroKid, and it's just as easy as signing up. You pay the membership or whatever, and you can release as many songs as you want. So like DistroKid, I pay like an annual membership, and with them, all I had to do is submit the audio file. You submit your artwork. You submit the title of the song, the genre, and it's distributed to Apple Music and all that. They do all the rest of the work, and it's distributed within maybe a few days or a week. Just
but you got to pay for that.
You got to pay the distributor. I'm sure some distributors are cheaper than others, but it's all pretty much the same. You pay a distributor to go and do the work for you.
It's very
unless you know how to do the work yourself. But
you sure you could probably figure it out?
I can probably figure it out, but it's like, but the thing is, to be a distributor, you might have to have like some sort of license or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
To be able to do that kind of thing. So yeah, but
yeah. So for like,
it's super simple. Like all you have to do is just have the audio file and have the funds.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
And have you? If you don't mind me asking, from posting or from putting your music on Apple and Spotify, do you get like have you made money off of it?
Yeah. So every month you get royalties, you get residuals from every stream that you get.
What's a stream? Is it listening to the full song? Because like YouTube, a view is like I think you have to at least watch it for like a minute or two, and it counts
I think with
Spotify,
yeah, there is some kind of rule or set that you have to watch it probably for like 30 seconds, probably like a minute or more to be credited like in a legit stream. That's actually a great question. I probably should look into it, but I mean it's nothing extravagant. I'm not making $100 a month off each song, nothing like that.
No.
But like again, like similar to the going live, like when you're an up and coming artist, if I look up your song, I'm listening to the song.
Yeah.
Like you're getting credit for a listen. You know what I mean? Like again, when you're big and you put out a record a year or whatever, that's when you start skipping through shit and you're like, yeah, not for me this year, not for me. That one's a banger. I'll listen to that one. But if you're an up and coming artist, like they're gonna listen to the whole song because they found you through someone
for a reason. Exactly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'm sure you have to. I'm sure it doesn't count if you listen to for like 5-10 seconds, something like that. Like you have to at least maybe like 30 seconds or something. I'm sure there's some kind of rule.
Yeah,
for sure. I know you don't want to take a break. I gotta go piss real quick. I'm gonna go pee and then we'll come back.
Do your thing. I'm gonna crack another one open, so we're good.
We'll be right back. Before we continue this episode, let's take a quick break to thank our one and only sponsor of the podcast, Thesis.
Let's be honest. We're not exactly known for our peak mental performance. Some days, just forming a couple sentences feels like running a marathon. But what if I told you there's a way to actually upgrade your brain without selling your soul?
No way. That's where Thesis Nootropics comes in. These guys are all about personalized nootropics. Science-backed formulas designed to help you focus better, think clearer, and get done. Recently, Thesis has hit us up and funny enough, they sent me an email and they were like, I like what you guys are doing. You know what you're lacking though? Little creativity.
You guys need a little something.
Little energy. You guys need a little boost and we're here to help you. Look at this beautiful presentation. Colorful. Whether you need a boost for work, creativity, or just remembering why you walked into the kitchen, Thesis has a custom blend made for your brain.
No sketchy stimulants, no snake oil, just real ingredients. Oh my God. That actually work. Plus, they tailor to you, so you're not just throwing random pills at your problems. We've all been there.
Mainly you, Emil.
I do that a lot. And if you're anxious like me, there's caffeine-free options of everything.
Here's the best part. You get 20% off your order when you go to takethesis.com and use our code TheSlobsOnThePod at checkout. That's TheSlobsOnThePod for 20% off. I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, week and a half. And the energy has been my main one just because that's always been an issue every morning. First thing I do, I wake up, got to get a cup of coffee. As soon as I get to work, got to stop at the gas station, get a Red Bull or Monster or something. I'm not lying. Since I've taken it, I haven't needed any of those things. I've been wanting to try some stuff and I was like, I don't know what's good, what's not. And when Thesis hit us up, I was like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. You guys can also experience it when you guys go to takethesis.com, use code TheSlobsOnThePod at checkout, and you get 20% off.
So if you're feeling like a goldfish with a concussion, give Thesis a shot. Your brain will thank you.
Once again, guys, that's The Slobs on the Pod. TheSlobsonthepod. And you get how much?
20% off.
When you go to where?
TakeThesis.com.
Now back to the show.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
And we back.
And
we back.
So, okay, I was going to ask this. Obviously,
I love the Will Ferrell Padres thing, though.
You like that?
Yeah, it's just sick.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny because
It's just funny as fuck. Like,
well, you know, it's a thing, right?
The fact that he did that shit.
Right? Yeah.
You know about
He
that?
actually went and played, right?
Yeah.
For a bunch of teams.
Yeah.
In like a matter of like 24 hours.
It was like a tour. Yeah, he did it. Right. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to your music stuff. So the way you explained it, I kind of feel like it's the same way I feel about doing this podcast, is where, yes, it would be nice if we got paid for this. It would be nice if this was like a source of income.
Right.
But in the meantime, I'm having so much fun with it.
Yeah, exactly.
If it doesn't make me money, it's like, yeah, but this is like a creative outlet for me.
Absolutely.
Do you feel that way with music? Or because I know you said at some point like that was never your goal. It was just fun that you made music.
No, it's always been my goal to get signed one day. Yeah, no, absolutely.
So okay, but let me tell you, let me ask you this. So if time went on and you're just still stuck in the same situation, you're still making music, new music and stuff, but nothing's really happening as far as like financially, like do you think that there'd be a time where you'd be like, you know what, like I'm wasting my time doing this? Or would it ever just keep you going? Like I just have fun doing this.
I feel like I felt like that before already.
I'm sure. Yeah, we all hit that.
I felt like that already. You know, there's been
you
3,
have to
4, 5 years.
that.
They're you
This
have
may
to
not
accept.
be something.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, you can't think like that, man. Like I always try to be as optimistic as I can, and I'll be realistic when I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna fake and be like, oh, like if it's not realistic, I'm not gonna, you know, put a fucking facade on it or put some kind of facade and be like, oh, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I am very realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like getting signed to a label is very realistic. You know what I'm saying? It just takes a matter of having the quality music, having the fan base, and meeting the right people. Right? It's not impossible. Like, oh, it's not like I'm over here trying to fucking figure out how to go to the moon by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be a little hard. You know what I'm saying? But no, I have felt like that, and I think that regardless, one way or another, if I'm not the artist, I think that one way or another, I'm still gonna be involved with music one way or another. And like my dad's my manager, my real dad. So now bringing in my real dad, my dad Louie. Shout out my dad Louie Loowa, the original.
Louie Loowa Senior.
Yeah, Louie Loowa, the OG. It's funny because I talk to my dad every single day, and I come up with fucking me and my dad are like homies, bro. He is my dad. I respect him. I obviously, you know, respect him as my dad. But we talk like homies. Like how I'm talking to you guys, I talk to him. I cuss at him. He cusses back at me. You know, stuff like that. But
that definitely comes with age, though. At a point when you're younger, they do that whole thing where I'm your dad, not your friend. You don't talk to me like that. Yeah. But I same thing. I respect my dad the same way, to where I've always treated him like a father. But we've gotten to the age where it's cool. We can smoke a cigar outside and have like man conversations. Like if he's one of my boys. Yeah. Like obviously he'll, you know, be like, your mom's like this, and but we talk like as if we're boys. You know, it's like exactly this girl's being this way.
Exactly.
It's my mom.
No, and I'll
man, I got this one bitch.
No, that's how I talk to him.
Yeah, any story.
That's exactly how I talk to him.
And it's dope to get to that point. Like younger people, if you're listening, you probably shouldn't. But if you are, and your dad is that way, at some point you're gonna push past that threshold where your dad is gonna become your best friend.
Yep,
he
exactly.
He is
your parents
possibly,
one day will.
They are possibly gonna be
the
like
older you get too. The more you
because
start
they're
looking
like
at
you're
things
very accepting of they're accepting of the age you are now. They know that
Absolutely.
you've been through the same issues at this point as they were when they were at that age, and they're like, okay, you're reaching issues as a man would or as a grown-up would, so I can speak to you as a grown-up. Not that I'm gonna scold you, but I can talk to you like you're one of my boys. Like, hey, motherfucker,
Absolutely.
like you're like, I'm talking to you like if you're one of my best friends at my age. And that's really cool when you get to that point. You still respect them and you still, you know, treat them a certain different way, but you're able to you're able to talk to them more about that stuff and get their take on it.
Exactly.
Because when you're younger, obviously they're like, man, you wouldn't understand right now. You're at this age, whatever. Now you're at that age where they're like, you know, when they've always told you, like when you're younger, when you get to this age, I'll tell you these crazy stories. I'm at that age where my dad tells me these crazy stories, and I love it, man, because he has that trust in me where he was like, you're an adult now. You understand man conversations and conversations
we're at
with
the
your
same
mom.
level now as far as conversation.
Yeah. So your dad's your manager now?
My dad is my manager. He's been my manager as of January, February of this year, so almost going on a year now. But what I was trying to get at, back to your question, me and my dad, you know, have had conversations like, hey, you know, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, when, you know, I'm in my mid 30s, might not be making music, right?
You might be in the same situation.
No,
you are
no,
right now.
might not be making. He says if you're not making music, he's like, I can see you making music for other people, whether if it's you songwriting for other people or you being a producer, and I'm okay with that because I love music, bro. It's not.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love for it to me be the main character, me be the artist, right? But I think one way or another, I'm still going to be involved with music, whether if it's making beats for people, opening up my own studio and engineering for them, or fucking songwriting, being a ghostwriter, whatever it may be, bro. Now, if I had the opportunity to ghostwrite right now, I would take it because one, I'm making music for fucking legit people, and two, that could be a step way for me to bring in my brand music. Do you guys know who Fade is? Fetchel? Fade?
No.
So he's the one that's going on with Karol G. You
Okay.
know Karol G?
I know Karol G.
Karol G?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
I
guy
know
that
Karol G.
wears a bunch of green. He wears a bunch of green, Fade. But anyways, he what was I trying to say?
Ghost Road.
Oh,
He's a writer.
he used to ghostwrite for Nicki Jam, fucking a bunch of other people, and now he's one of the biggest artists out there because he was ghostwriting for them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, very similar to like
Richard Marx.
He was ghostwriting or songwriting, and then he went in and
Who the fuck is Richard Marx? Wait, is that the fascist guy?
No, do you remember one night we were hammered and I made you listen to a really sad song by a guy?
Oh,
that guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that guy's like written a lot of songs, like he wrote songs for like NSYNC and shit.
Okay.
But he also
Because he couldn't perform them, so he wrote them for people that could.
Right. But
Yeah.
like
That's cool, though. That's cool.
But he made it as a solo artist and then like didn't want to keep doing the solo thing and just wrote.
And there's a lot of artists
people
out
behind
there.
the scenes.
Yeah. There's a lot of artists out there that they're big themselves, but they write for other people.
It's the same thing with like stand up. Like there's a lot of comedians
Right.
that are really
That's crazy,
funny,
right?
And like same thing to you. Yes, they want to be the one on stage. They want to be the one, selling out shows for their stand up, but they do have a knack for writing funny things. Maybe they can't perform them properly, but they write for shows. They write for other comedians. They write for people that are on roasts and stuff. They help. They have a writing team. So similar to yours, yes, you're always going to be surrounded by things, the thing you love, which is music. Whether it's you singing and producing it yourself in your own music or writing for someone else.
Exactly.
You guys know Charlie Puth, the guy that sings that song.
Yeah, he writes for other people. He
sings that Paul Walker song.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah. Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth.
It's been a long time.
He's a singer.
The singer guy, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
So he's written big songs like that with Wiz Khalifa and stuff. But him and as well as Benny Blanco.
Benny Blanco, yeah.
Selena Gomez's ugly
that
ass.
guy.
Yeah. So I guess he's a little different because he's not so much a performer, but he is a big writer for like some of the biggest songs we've ever heard from Kesha, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber. He's literally was like, I wrote these lyrics, pretty much like I wrote these jokes, like you perform them though. You have the charisma, you have the voice to sing these songs the way I want them to be heard. I can't perform them, but I'm gonna produce that for other people. And so those people are very huge. Yep. And I think that low key, I mean, obviously I want you to be big as an artist, but I think if that was your path of writing for other people or making beats for other people, they still make a lot of money.
Fuck yeah. And you get royalties. You get royalties. So if you like think about the people who have written fucking all these big songs for Justin Bieber, bro.
Yeah.
Or like,
and no one. And the best part is no one knows who they are. And it's one of those things where it's like you have the money, but you don't have the celebrityism where you're like, I can't go out and do this stuff. You can still go out and do that stuff because they don't know that you wrote that Justin Bieber song.
Exactly.
They just think Justin Bieber and his team
that's
wrote
just how
that.
they think it. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's how most people, so 90% of people think. Yeah.
You get the money without the limelight and stuff like what you would want, but you do get the money. And it's kind of cool. You can still go out and live your normal life and make this money and stuff. I mean, there's so many avenues with what you're doing.
And there's a lot of artists out there. Like, I mean, Rihanna, I don't think she writes much of her music. I think she, or let me take that back. I think she might, but I know like for instance, like Bad Bunny, he writes all of his songs. You go into the song credits.
Really?
Yeah, you go into the song credits. It's Benito, his whole name, Benito, right? And no one else. You go to someone like Justin Bieber, you go to someone like Peso Pluma. There's fucking 10, 15 people on that song, bro.
Funny you bring up Peso Pluma.
I know, right? Yeah.
You know who Peso Pluma is? Okay. I guess we can pull up a picture of him.
Yeah.
But do you ever get the resemblance thing?
You know, it's funny, bro.
And there's no issue with this.
Yeah.
If he's one of your idols and stuff, but you do kind of look like him.
But a little better looking, probably more charismatic.
I think
cool,
so.
Buffer.
And not because you're my friend. Not because you're my friend.
I love Peso Pluma, bro. Hey, Peso Pluma, if I could ever meet you, big dog.
Hey, he's a viewer for sure.
Yeah, he's a viewer. Yeah, he's subscribed. He's subscribed. No.
Yeah, you're doing it like,
yeah.
hey, bro, if you're watching this, like, hey, bro, no pedo.
Hey, no pedo, bro. My fucking tocayo. No,
I don't want no shit with you, but
no. It's crazy, bro. No, I'm
People
not
call you like a knockoff and shit.
Knockoff, fucking Temu Kroger version.
Well, because you also kind of similar look like him, but also like your music is. Hey, and I'm not saying that's his music.
Yeah. So let me rewind back a little bit, okay? So yes, I have got that a lot, especially when I did have my longer hair and I was wearing hats all the time. I would get it at least once a day, and especially when I would go out, maybe to a bar or a restaurant, I got it all the time. But I remember the first time I got it was in 2023. And
when he was popping off,
it was
okay. When he was.
So it was in January 2023. This is how I learned about him. I walked into a Verizon store. My phone was fucked up, so I walked in there trying to get a new phone, and the sales guy was like, "We're shooting the shit," and I don't know where he goes. He's like, "Hey, have you heard of Peso Pluma before this and that?" And I was like, "Is he a TikTok guy? Like, who is it?" And he's like, "Oh, is this Mexican singer?" He's like, "You look like him," and I was like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Show me a picture." They showed me a picture, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, and he had a hat on and everything. I was like, "Oh." I was like, damn, this motherfucker does look at me. I was like, that's a trip. Okay. And so from there, that was just kind of like, I think it was one of those pictures. I think it was that one in the purple, bro. Go up.
This one?
Yeah, that one right there. So I was like, oh, shit. I was like, what the fuck? And so, and so from there, it's just coincidentally, bro. From there, he started popping off everywhere. He came out with the song yeah. So that one from there, dude, it was just crazy how it happened. But yeah, from there I started hearing him on TikTok. I started hearing him everywhere, just blowing up. So yeah, I had a whole year of 2023 and even 2024 of just fucking kind of going through like people saying, "Oh, you look like him. You look like him." Now, I've always made music, so like if you don't know me and you were to go on my profile when I did look like him at the time, people might think that, oh, this guy's copycat. He's trying to look like him. He's trying to, make music like him. And that's not the thing. I've been making reggaeton music years before that. I already had a mullet when he came about. And I'm not here trying to defend myself because look, I'm an adult. I'm in the music space. I would never try to copy someone or be someone else, especially when I'm upcoming. It would only hurt me. You know
for sure.
Yeah, and at the same time, too, like, yeah, he does make his reggaeton music, but he doesn't make reggaeton. He makes pop. He makes fucking his Mexican, bangers and all that.
Corridos every now and then.
Yeah. So I can understand why someone that doesn't know me, or at least didn't know me before he came out, I can understand how they could think that, oh, you want to look like him. You're trying to look like him. You're trying to, maybe whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it just I just got to the point where I'm like, at first I was like, okay, it's funny. It's cool. Yeah, blah, 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 this and that. And me and my dad started having a talk when he became my manager. Just like, I can't be living under someone else's shadows. Like, it would be different if he was an actor. He's a politician, or he's something like, okay, yeah, I'm a rapper or a reggaetonero that looks like this guy, right? But when you're in the music industry, it's just a kind of like a difficult situation. So in all honesty, that's why I fucking stopped wearing hats, and that's why I fucking buzzed my hair and I fucking dyed it blonde. To try to go as far as possible from that look.
I think it's the face.
Yeah, no, it is the face. No, it is the face.
I don't know if it's so much how you dress or the hair.
It is the face. No, it's everything though, because even when I buzzed my hair off and I had a taper in the back, he's never had a taper, I think, right? I don't think he's ever had a taper.
I think he just recently cut your hair like you.
No, he has had a taper.
He
is
right shorter.
Now the book haircut that he has right now. I think he had a taper.
You call that too?
The book. I did that, bro. I have receipts.
The when it parts down the middle,
it's crazy.
They call it a book.
In 2017, 2018, I remember me and my homies, we would split our hair and we would take pictures of each other and we send each other on Snapchat and we're like, book gang. Book gang. Do you remember that guy?
Boom gang?
Yeah.
The guy that'd be like, put him in a coffin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So I did that to like kind of copy him, but like I said, boom gang. I was
book gang.
Book gang.
So
I did that at the time.
Side note: there was this black guy. He was like a not an influencer, but he would make videos and he would say "boom gang," and he was a rapper too. And he had like face tattoos, black dude, and he would just be a menace to society. He would go into like grocery stores and be like "boom gang" and just like he would say, "Put him in a coffin," and he put his hands like this and dive onto like a thing of like apples or something, and just knock shit over.
Yeah.
Or he would like knock over like a display of chips and shit, and be like, "Put him in a coffin."
Or he'd walk into
like,
or he'd walk into like a fucking Domino's and fucking just grab pizzas and just run out.
and he would just say, "Boom, gang."
Yeah, just run out, and they were all legit for the most part. But yeah,
it's
it's crazy. Yeah. So when I start seeing things like this, I'm like, oh, I did that back in 2020, and probably if I tell the story, they're like, yeah, sure you did.
Sure.
Yeah, sure you did, dude. But yeah, I mean, ever since then, since in 2023, I got it a lot. In 2023, I got a lot in 2024. And when my dad became a manager and we started becoming a little more serious, it's just like, I don't want to live under anyone else's shadows. And I get it, he is right. Like,
it's cool that he talks to you like that, like for your career, like your music and stuff. We need to go in this direction, and it's cool that he's noticing, like, all right, bro, like there are people saying you're similar to this artist. Maybe we can capitalize on it, on that.
And you can capitalize on it. Let's say if I wanted to be like a fake Peso Pluma and go on TikTok and act like I was him, okay, that would be a great idea, right?
Like impersonator,
impersonator, but that's not what I'm trying to do, right? Right. Yeah. And so, in February, around the time where I had that talk with my dad, the reason why that talk became official was because I have a cousin who has a studio. I have another cousin too that's like famous in Mexico, and his current manager was there at that studio, and we just started shooting the shit with him, and he even said, he's like when you walked in, I even told your cousin, like, oh look, Peso Pluma's walking in. You know what I'm saying?
That was the name they gave you.
Yeah. So he was like, yeah, man, like, just giving me advice as far as like being an artist, like if you want
to separate yourself.
Yeah. He's like first and foremost, like you have to get away from that look. He's like, I saw your music video. I thought the same thing, and even I told your cousin when you walked in, I was like, oh, joking around, like, oh, Peso Pluma's in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as an artist, like, it's funny, it's cool, but when I'm trying to make a career out of it and be legitimate, it's just like I can't be living under someone else's shadows. And I'm a big fan, like not a big fan where like I listen to him, like I have him in my top 10 songs or whatever. I can name his albums.
But you like some of his songs.
But I like him. I think he's dope. I think he has a sick ass voice. I think he has a sick ass way of dressing, way of talking and shit like that. I'm a big fan, but I'm not like, I shouldn't say I'm a big fan. I'm a fan, but I'm not like a fucking huge fan.
Not to the point where
respect. And I'm not saying like to kind of like what's like the right word? I'm not trying to like play it down. Yeah. Play down like, oh, I like him. I don't like him, but then outside in my car I'm like bumping him. No. Mm-hmm. I like him. It's just like it's just not what I listen to every day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
You don't have a Peso Pluma chess piece?
Fuck, imagine fucking just a chess piece of him.
Peso.
Of him.
Peso.
Double P.
Peso.
Double P. That'd be crazy.
Bro, so you've I know something that caught my attention looking through your profile and stuff. You've been interviewed on like Mexican channels, right? Mm-hmm. Have you been on Telemundo? Like anything like anything like Emil would know?
So not Telemundo yet. We were actually in talks with people from Telemundo.
What have you been on?
I've been on Canal 66, and I've been on a couple interviews with different radio stations in San Luis, Mexico. San Luis, Rio Colorado. But yeah, I was on a TV show on Canal 66
to talk about your music, or
yeah,
what?
And it was like around April, somewhere around there. But yeah, it was like a 3 segment interview. So the first segment was me talking about myself, introducing myself to the people of the show.
And this was live or recorded?
This was live.
Okay.
Yeah, this was live, and it's all Spanish.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all Spanish. Yeah. So I did that, and then the second segment was kind of like a game show. So they do like they play like different games. So I was like in a suit. Did you see that? I
didn't watch that. No,
you didn't
sorry.
watch that. Okay, so so I was like in a jumpsuit, and I was on the blue team, and we're against the red team playing like kind of like flip cup kind of games and shit like that.
That's dope.
Yeah. So that was the second segment, and then the third segment was me performing. So that was cool.
Like a Saturday Night Live thing. Cool. Like a live performance.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's actually a great way to put it. Yeah. So the first part was me the first part was me sitting, a girl right here, another girl right here. They interviewed me, and then they did the game show thing, and then performed for them all on TV. It was crazy, bro. It was surreal. At one point, when I started performing,
surreal's the big word.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I remember when I started like performing, I started looking at everybody. I started looking at the set, and I was just like, hey, like I'm a big believer on things happen for a reason. Like I'm here for a reason. This is this is where I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because every time I have like a show or like something about my music, because my dad's my manager, so he knows everything that I know. He knows. So I remember like whenever something happens, like I always tell my dad like, oh, like this is where we're supposed to be. Like my dad like, don't be nervous. Like this is where you're supposed to be.
This is part of the process.
God put you here.
Yeah.
And I had a dream a few weeks ago. I was sitting down. It was kind of like what like those post like football interviews.
Yeah.
And you're like in like a little circle, right, in like a little pod, and then there's like audience around you and shit like that.
Yeah.
I remember I was like kind of like that, but it was kind of like on a stage, and there was a bunch of people around. And I remember telling my dad, I was like, hey, hey, don't trip. I remember me telling him, I was like, hey, don't trip. Like this is where we're supposed to be.
You could see your dad was getting like a little antsy. Like,
a little antsy. And I told him,
yeah,
but he's always the one that tells me that. But in the dream, I was like, hey, we're good, bro. I was like, this is where we're supposed to be. And they were like counting down like 3, 2.
Bro, that's so dope.
Yeah.
You're literally like manifesting while you sleep, which I would say I think
manifesting is I think is super huge, and it's also meditating. But go ahead.
For sure. It's reassuring. Yeah. Manifesting, you telling yourself like I am where I need to be. I am doing something that I was meant to do in this life, and it's fun for me. It's enjoyable. So like that out loud is cool. But also when you're manifesting in your dreams, I've had that multiple times, or even daydreaming, where I listen because my thing is like podcasting and comedy and stuff. I listen to a podcast and I'm like, and I legit, and this might be delusional, but I have this in my head where I'm like, bro, we're going to blow up we're not going to be like fucking viral or nothing crazy, but we're going to get to the point where we're going to be on someone's radar where these podcasts I'm listening to, I'm going to be a guest on theirs. And when I hear their podcast and I hear the questions they ask, I'm like, okay, so if they ever ask me, I've had dreams about that where I've been invited to these people's podcasts and these certain questions, I'm like, this is how I would answer it. Or this is my, why'd you start the podcast type thing. Like I have what I'm going to say for that.
That's sick.
Yeah, so that manifestation thing is very legit.
Yep.
So going back to the being on these shows and stuff, I'm assuming your dad being your manager, is he the one scheduling these things for you, or is he reaching out, or is it a little bit of both you guys?
It's a little bit of no, not me. So me, I don't talk to these people.
So that's badass that you can just do your thing. You can just
exactly
perform your music.
That's the point of the whole partnership. Me and my dad being my manager.
He takes that stress on.
Yeah, he takes that stress on. He reaches out to people. He does the negotiations. He talks and asks, all this and that. But we've come to a point where, people are reaching out to us. Like the podcast that I just did, or not a podcast, but more so like a show where it was the segments. They invited me, and shout out Laura. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It was super sick. Fue un placer. But we're right now we're just trying to connect with everybody. But for the most part, my dad is the one who speaks with them, plans out, organizes these events, and then I just show up and I do my thing. But I mean, at the same time too, we're both doing a lot of work. He's reaching out, he's talking to people as a manager, he's doing his management job. I'm doing my job as, as an artist, writing the songs, making sure that I'm, posting on Instagram, on social media and things like that. It's a lot of work. But that's the whole point of being independent, right? Independent, you're doing everything and anything by yourself, right? I wish I had a label. I wish I had
your
team.
Own marketing.
And you guys can probably, understand too. It'd be sick to have like a fucking extra guy here doing whatever, right? And
for sure.
It'd be sick as fuck for me to have a social media manager coming up with shit for me to post and, giving me ideas to post about content. Or I wish I had an engineer that I just hop into the studio, I record, and he does all the mixing. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's the same thing with us.
Right?
Same thing with us.
Right.
I love that we do this. One less stress would be if I could just come in here, set up, record, do our little thing, and then just hand off everything to someone else.
It gets put out.
They edit it, they post it to the socials, and all that we have to do is show up and record. We just have to be the face. Right. Yeah. That is the dream. But yeah, and it's dope that you point that out because a lot of people don't realize that, like with podcasting, with you doing music, it's like to come up like these people, Drake, fucking Peso Pluma, like all this stuff. They all started at a point where they were like, no one believes in what I'm doing. I'm the only one that knows that I can't have I can't make people I can't convince them to see my view, my story. So I have to.
I got something good to add. Go ahead.
So I have to make it happen. So the only way I can is that I have to be my writer, my producer, my marketer, my schedule me for this. You have to do all that at some point.
Yep.
You don't have someone like that. Luckily, you do have your dad as like a manager. You would say that's able to like book you, and he knows like the path you should, or he has an idea of the path you should be on, the more exposure. So he's like, all right, we need to get my boy on this show and this and that, whatever. And so same thing with podcasting. It's like, yes, we would love to just come in, do this, and I just leave, and then in 2 days this shit's posted and everything. And
Sick, right?
But you have to put in that work in the meantime, and obviously you've written your own songs, you've found your own beats, you've done your marketing. Your dad has luckily you have your dad on your side. He's put you on shows and stuff, put you in the limelight. So a lot of people, like, they're just like, oh, I just want to record and someone's gonna put it out for me. It's like, it doesn't work that way, because you got to find someone that, like, for instance, we could find someone to produce this for us, sit in the background and just, catch everything and write down notes when I should bleep shit out, and editing notes and stuff. But it's like, that costs money. No one wants to come and just do that for free. No, and if they do, they don't see the vision. That's why, like, a lot of these, like, people I've seen, like, not documentaries, but, like, I've looked research into, like, successful podcasts, successful comedians, successful businesses, and it's like, you have to find someone that you can convince that you're selling a dream to them as well. Like, bro, just stick around. I can't afford you right now. I can't pay for you. But if you just stick around for like a good year, you produce for us, you edit for us, you're gonna help. You're gonna help in the success of this podcast or this music, and in time, it's gonna benefit you. It's very hard to sell that to people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you kind of have to do your own thing for a long time. I think.
I mean, I did it for my whole entire career. I mean, I've been making music for 10 years, and it only took 10 years for my dad to be like, hey, and not in a disrespectful way like that, but it's just like, I barely just started getting the help. You know what I'm saying? So,
because your dad, I'm sure your dad was like, oh, this is cool. Like, your little thing you're doing, your little music. And after a while, he was like, oh shit, like, there's some potential behind this. Like,
exactly.
If you need help, like, and it's not like I used to take it as a disrespectful thing where people would all of a sudden, like, what's the term? Like, you're not cool until everyone else thinks you're cool. Yeah. A lot of people wanted to hop on once we hit like 1,000 or 100 episodes, 1,000 followers. They were like, oh, this is something. Someone likes this. I want to be a part of it. It sucks that you have to prove to someone for them to get on board with you, but it's the nature of the game. It is what it is.
Everyone's selfish, bro.
Yeah,
we're all selfish.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, you don't have to take it in a disrespectful way, but you also have to realize, like, it's time and money you're taking away from those people. So in return, I can't give them that time back. I can't give them the money that they are owed for that job, but I can show them, like, bro, I am serious about this. If you stick with me, if you, I'll tell you all my dreams and passions, and if you agree with that, stick with me, and this is going to be something. And
it's hard. You said it's hard to pitch someone, your idea,
your dream,
your
vision.
Dream. Just like with my dad, like, I didn't really pitch it to him. It just came to a point where, like, he saw for himself, like, oh shit, like you said, this motherfucker has potential. Yeah. Let me go in and see how I can help my son. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, But yeah, I mean, it's just the way it is, bro. People are selfish, and like you said, people aren't going to support you until you make it big. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And it is what it is.
So, how often are you coming out with new music?
So yeah, that's a great question.
The writing process.
That's a great question, bro. Me writing a song, I could write a song in 10 minutes, or I could write a song in 3 days. It really just depends on the mood, the vibe, and just a lot of things here and there. There's times where I listen to a beat and I'd be like, oh, stop the beat. Stop. I don't want to hear no more of it. I'm going to download it.
I have something for this.
Yeah, no. I don't want to hear anymore. It's too good. I don't want to lose the creativity that I'm going to say in 10, 15 seconds. Let me go in the studio. So what I'll do is, if I like the first 5 seconds of the beat, I'll stop it. I'll download the beat, whatever. I'll go into the studio. I'll put the beat on and I'll mumble what I want to say. So let's say, like my song Quisiera goes, it goes, Quisiera soltarte, pero no sé cómo, bebé. When I made that song, I went into the studio, I put the song on, I went, na, 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 and then afterwards I put the words into that. So that's how I do it most of the time. Now, back in the day, I remember I would listen to a beat and I would just write to it, and I'd be like, I'd come up with different flows as I'm writing to it.
You'd make the lyrics fit around the beat. Opposed to now, you write the lyrics and find a beat that fits that.
No. I'll find the beat. I'll listen to the beat. I'll write the flow of how I want the hook to sound or how I want the first verse to sound. I'll record that. I'll listen to that a few times, and then I'll put the words into that flow.
Okay.
So like how I said again, like my last song, Quisiera, it goes, Quisiera soltarte, pero no sé cómo, bebé. When I went to the studio and I first heard the beat, I downloaded the beat. I went into the studio and I mumbled that part. I said, and then I started mumbling more, and I was like, quisiera soltarte, pero no sé cómo, bebé. And I do that with every single flow.
Damn.
I just try to fit words into that flow. Okay. Rihanna is very, very big at that. Very, very good. She'll go into the studio and she'll fucking mumble whatever, how the flow she wants, however she wants the flow to sound, and then afterwards she'll have herself or someone come in and put the words into that flow.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Obviously I feel like we've covered quite a bit.
No, we have. It's been a pleasure. It's been a ride.
No, for sure, brother. Once again, I'm very glad you came on.
Absolutely.
I really hope we can do a part 2 to this.
No, let's do it, bro.
I know you don't live in Yuma, correct?
I don't, but I'm here all the time, bro. My family
seems like it.
Yeah, my family lives in Somerton. I got family in San Luis, Arizona. I got my dad in Mexico. So yeah, I mean, whenever you guys want me, even to be like as an extra, just kind of being on the side and shooting the shit with you guys.
Like I said,
I would love to, bro. So
no, man. I'm not saying you talk a lot, but like you go off on your own, which is fucking dope. I love this.
You got shit to talk about. Yeah.
Exactly. And like I said, I noticed that from the time you went live. I was like, bro, this guy can make conversation out of nothing with 2 people watching. That. So you clearly shown that. I have some I have 2 wild card questions.
Go ahead, random things. Let's go.
And this is from ChatGPT.
Now let's get it.
All right. If we looked at your childhood bedroom, what posters or artists would we see on the walls? Which I think would equal to like who are your
it's crazy. I can see them, but I can't see them. But the one that does come to mind right away, Bob Marley. I remember I had a fucking I had a Bob Marley and it's funny because I had it just right there, like at the door. So my parents would walk in, and a lot of time, it's on the other side of the door.
So when you close it.
So so when they would walk in, they wouldn't see it unless like they close the door, talk to me, and then they walked out like, oh wait, what the fuck? So I remember for the longest I had it on the other side of the door. I had a fucking Bob Marley smoking a fucking fat ass joint or whatever. But it was because I was smoking weed at the time. But I remember I had that, and growing up, dude, I wasn't really like a big poster guy. I didn't have a lot of posters.
Okay, not so much posters. This is more like, who are your influences at the time? That's mainly what the question is.
Influences at the time. I mean, as you know, Drake. Drake has been making music for fucking how long? Almost fucking 20 years, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy. But
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Sorry.
Yeah, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. I remember I had these fucking. What's the album with where his head's in the sky? Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same. I remember I had these speakers, bro, that when the bass played, they were like water speakers.
Is it? And it was
Splash? I just love when I'm with you. Yeah, this shit is on 10. Used to be things. Yeah, that. I remember I was on Snapchat or Instagram. I remember fucking recording my water speakers in the dark with that song.
Have you ever seen the water speakers? You know what I'm talking about? So it's a little box speaker at the bottom, and above it there's a plastic cylinder.
Yeah.
And it has water filled in it, and it goes off bass. So when it lights up and everything. So whenever you're listening to music, when a bass hits, the bass will splash the water up.
Wow.
But yeah.
That was pretty sick. But Drake, I mean, as a little kid, shit, I remember I would listen to everything from like hip hop to, Spanish rock to like Enanitos Verde, Maná. I used to listen to Luis Miguel. I used to listen to 50 Cent. I used to listen to Eminem. I used to listen to Wisin and Yandel. I used to listen to Daddy Yankee, Nicky Jam. Fuck, dude, so many. The thing about me, bro, I'm not tied to like one genre.
I love that.
I've never just been, I'm just straight up reggaeton or I'm just straight up hip hop. If a song is good, a song is good. Like I'll go right now and bump some fucking AZ Chike. AZ Chike's like a big LA rapper, and then midway I'll fucking put some Luis Miguel on, or right after that I'll put some Morgan Wallen on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you're universal.
I'm universal. If a song is good, a song is good. But me personally creating my music, it's all mainly Spanish reggaeton, Spanish pop.
Hell yeah. Okay, last one.
Let's go.
If you could perform anywhere in the world, no limits, where would it be?
That's a great question.
Well, okay, let's do this. Would you rather perform in like a certain venue in the States, or would you rather perform at like a festival like Coachella or Baja Fest or something in Mex?
If it was a festival, I'd probably say something along the lines of like Coachella, because Coachella is like fucking one of the biggest out there, right?
Fuck yeah.
If I were to go country wise, I'd probably want to go back to my people, to my Mexican people, or I used to say like City of Mexico, La Ciudad de Mexico.
Okay.
Something like that. Anywhere Latino would be dope as fuck, bro. But that's a great question. I've never thought of that. I don't have like specific venues in mind, but if
You just want to perform on a stage.
I just want to perform, yeah. But if
I
it would
feel
be a
that.
big ass stage like Coachella, I mean, Coachella's insane. No, the thing about Coachella is just it's a festival, right? So you got fans from fucking EDM to house music to hip hop to reggaeton to etc. Right?
Yeah.
Probably me a little more centered towards like reggaeton. Can't probably think of festivals off the top of my head right now, but yeah, I mean, I'm just ready to perform anywhere, bro.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to get out there.
Yep.
But guys, I just want to say thank you.
No, thank you guys for sure.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Louie Loowa, for coming on. What are your social medias? We can find you.
Every single handle. Well, all of my.
I'll put it
handles
up here,
are
obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of it. It's all Louie Loowa, Louie Loowa, Louie Loowa, all one word.
It'll be up here.
YouTube,
Guys,
everything.
I told you I fell in love with this guy when I saw he was doing like TikTok lives. So guys, please go onto his TikToks, catch his lives. You pretty much do almost every night.
I try to do like an hour a day.
That's dope.
Yeah, an hour a day, and at least post some kind of content at least once a day, once every other day. That's at least the goal right now.
Yeah. So guys, catch him on TikTok live when he's there, on Instagram. Check out his music. He's got Apple Music. What do you got? Spotify.
Everything, every digital
Anywhere
platform
there's
that you
audio,
think of.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Amazon Music, yeah.
Yeah. Check out his music, guys.
iHeartRadio,
I heard Pandora.
yeah,
fuck it.
Pandora, yeah.
But guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Slobs in the Pod. I love you. I love you, Emil.
I love you.
I love you, Louie.
My guy.
Love
Thank
you,
you so
Louie.
much.
I love
Thank
you,
you,
bro.
bro. Thank you guys. I love you
guys.
guys. For real.
All right, brother. We're out.
Sheesh.
Play
Later,
the
guys.
sound.
That was cool. And it was like